government is also sharing the list of Indian nuclear installations with our High Commission in New Delhi today. Ladies and gentlemen, you must have seen our press release. You covered it, issued yesterday, expressing deep concern over resurgence of violence in Yemen. Pakistan reiterates its support and firm commitment to the unity and territorial integrity of Yemen, as well as efforts aimed at establishing lasting peace and stability in the country. In this regard, Pakistan strongly opposes unilateral steps by any Yemeni party that may further escalate the situation, undermine peace efforts, and threaten peace and stability of Yemen, as well as that of the region. Pakistan welcomes regional efforts for de-escalation of the situation and maintaining peace and stability in Yemen. Pakistan also expresses solidarity with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and reaffirms its firm commitment to the security of the kingdom. Pakistan maintains its firm support for the resolution of Yemen issue through dialogue and diplomacy and hopes that Yemen's people and regional powers work together towards inclusive and enduring settlement of the issue, safeguarding regional stability. And last evening, our Prime Minister, Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif, held a telephone conversation with His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdul Aziz Al Saud, Crown Prince and Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Both leaders reaffirmed their shared commitment to further strengthening of the long-standing fraternal bonds between the two countries, and that had attained new heights during recent months. The two leaders also discussed and exchanged views on regional situation and current developments. The Prime Minister emphasized upon the need to maintain unity and harmony among the ranks of the Ummah in the midst of various current challenges. While expressing Pakistan's complete solidarity with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the Prime Minister said that it was imperative to maintain regional peace and stability through dialogue and diplomacy. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince were very positive on our expanding cooperation with Pakistan in all areas of mutual interest. He also expressed his desire to undertake an official visit to Pakistan in 2026. Earlier, Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Senator Mohammad Ishaq Dar also had a telephone conversation with the Saudi Foreign Minister Prince Faisal bin Farhan. Both leaders exchanged views on the current regional situation and recent developments. The DPM conveyed season's greetings and best wishes for the new year, which were warmly reciprocated by Prince Faisal. The DPM-FM also expressed satisfaction with the positive trajectory of the bilateral relations. Prince Faisal, on his part, reaffirmed his commitment to further strengthening and enhancing bilateral ties. And as in the parallel, as you are aware, the top leadership of Pakistan and the United Arab Emirates were also in close contact this week. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, President of the United Arab Emirates and the ruler of Abu Dhabi, undertook an official visit to Pakistan at the invitation of our Prime Minister. He was accompanied by a high-level delegation, including ministers and senior officials. The two leaders, that is our Prime Minister and the President of UAE, met in Islamabad and later in Rahim Yar Khan. During these meetings, views were exchanged on bilateral cooperation and a variety of subjects. The meeting capped off a year of extensive leadership-level engagements between Pakistan and the UAE. The visit of His Highness reflects the depth of our bilateral relations, shared commitment of both sides to further enhancing collaboration in key areas, including trade, investment, energy development, and regional stability. Moving on to Bangladesh, where our Speaker of the National Assembly, Sardar Ayaz Sadiq, visited Dhaka, Bangladesh yesterday to attend the state funeral of former Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Begum Khaleda Zia. Our Speaker of the National Assembly visited the residence of the late former Prime Minister of Bangladesh, where he met her son, Mr. Tariq Rahman, and her daughter. He expressed grief and sorrow over the demise of Begum Khaleda Zia and conveyed condolences on behalf of the people and leadership of Pakistan. He noted the services of the late Prime Minister of Bangladesh for progress and prosperity and welfare of the brotherly people of Bangladesh. We also reiterate our unequivocal rejection of any step aimed at forced displacement of Palestinians from their land under any circumstances, and unwavering commitment for the Palestinian people in their just struggle for self-determination, for a sovereign, viable, independent state of Palestine with Al-Quds al-Sharif as its capital. Our Deputy Prime Minister, Foreign Minister, Senator Mohammed Ishaq Dar, on this subject on Somalia, joined the foreign ministers of Algeria, Comoros, Djibouti, the Gambia, Egypt, Kuwait, Iran, Iraq, Jordan, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Palestine, Somalia, Sudan, Turkey, Yemen, and the OIC in issuing a joint statement. And basically, the joint statement underscored very key 4 principles. One was the unequivocal rejection of Israel's recognition of the so-called Somaliland region. Number 2, condemnation in the strongest terms of such recognition, which constitute a grave violation of the principle of international law and the UN Charter. Full support of the sovereignty of the Federal Republic of Somalia, and recognizing the parts of the states constitute a serious precedent and threatens international peace and security and violate the cardinal principles of international law and UN Charter, and of course the full rejection of any potential link between such measure and any attempt to forcibly expel the Palestinians out of their land, which is unequivocally rejected in any form as a matter of principles. Moving on to the telephone calls that the DPM foreign minister had with his counterparts this week. One was I mentioned about his telephone call with the Saudi foreign minister. He also received a telephone call from the governor of Tabuk, Prince Fahad bin Sultan bin Abdulaziz. The governor of Tabuk conveyed season's greeting and best wishes to our DPM, and the 2 dignitaries exchanged desire to expand cooperation in the areas of mutual interest. Our Deputy Prime Minister, Foreign Minister, also received a call from the Foreign Minister of Uzbekistan, His Excellency Bakhtiarov Saidov. Foreign Minister Bakhtiar further confirmed the visit of the President of Uzbekistan next month. Views to Pakistan next month. Views were exchanged on regional and international developments, on ways to enhance bilateral relations by deepening cooperation. And our Foreign Minister also received a call from the Foreign Minister of Somalia, Mr. Abdussalam Abdali. The DPM reaffirmed Pakistan's full support for sovereignty of Somalia and condemned any action aimed at undermining it. The Somali Foreign Minister thanked our Deputy Prime Minister for standing by Somalia and for Pakistan's continued and sustained support. He also sought Pakistan's assistance in raising Somalia's concern in the United Nations Security Council, to which, as you know, Pakistan is the current member. And on his part, the DPM reaffirmed our full support. And DPM also received a call, held a telephone conversation with the Foreign Minister of Egypt, Badr Ahmad Mohammed Abdullateh. The 2 leaders expressed satisfaction at the positive momentum in bilateral relations and the shared views on regional and global developments, especially Somalia and Yemen. They reaffirmed their shared commitment to promoting regional peace, stability, and development. We also announced last evening that Pakistan and China will hold the 7th round of Pakistan-China Foreign Ministers level strategic dialogue on 4th of January in Beijing. This dialogue takes place at the level of foreign ministers, as you know, and our DPM will be visiting China in this regard at the invitation of his Chinese counterpart, Mr. Wang Yi. The Foreign Ministers' strategic dialogue is the highest consultative mechanism between Pakistan and China, providing a structured review of the entire spectrum of bilateral cooperation, as well as regional and international developments of mutual interest. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, I have information to share. During the last briefing of the Foreign Minister, on Saturday, a few colleagues had asked about the issue of stranded Pakistani nationals who are in Afghanistan there because of border closure. And we have to inform you that since the closure of our border, our embassy and consulate have consistently been in touch with the Pakistani nationals in Afghanistan, including students who have sought assistance for their repatriation. The mission is also in contact with Afghan authorities regarding their safety and well-being, and are coordinating with the relevant authority to ensure their safe return. As of now, this was as of today morning, 15 students and 291 individuals who were in contact with our embassy have safely returned to Pakistan, for which our embassy undertook requisite coordination with local authorities and offered necessary assistance. And a total of, you may note that a total of 1,199 Pakistanis approached our embassy in Kabul seeking assistance for their return. These include 549 students and 402 individuals, including those with the families. And out of those, as I said, 15 students and 291 individuals have already returned to Pakistan by air. I'll conclude at that and open the floor for question answers. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Question from Xinhua News Agency. Recently, the United States announced a plan to sell advanced weapons worth $11.1 billion to China's Taiwan region, which has severely violated the One China principle and the three China-US joint communiques, seriously undermine China's sovereignty, security, and territorial integrity, severely jeopardized peace and stability across the Taiwan Strait, and sent a seriously wrong signal to the separatist forces of Taiwan independence. The Chinese side has immediately lodged a strong protest and stern representations with the US side and taken firm countermeasures. So what's your comment on that? Thank you.
Well, Pakistan and China are ironclad friends and all-weather strategic cooperative partners. We have consistently supported China on all matters of its core interests, including Taiwan. We will continue to adhere to One China principle, and in that vein, we regard Taiwan as an inalienable part of China. We would urge all relevant countries to abide by their historical commitments, take steps to foster peace, security, and development in Taiwan Straits and in the broader region. And we would also urge them to refrain from measures that may aggravate tension or undermine peace and stability in the region. Thank you. Yes, madam.
Thank you, sir. I am Namra Suhail from Pakistan Television. Sir, India has granted approval for Dulhasti Stage 2 hydropower project on Chenab River in IIOJK, which is a clear violation of Indus Water Treaty. So what do you have to say about this matter? Thank you.
Yes, we have seen these media reports regarding Indian plans to construct Dulhasti Stage 2 hydroelectric project on the Chenab River. Obviously, these reports raise serious concerns, as no prior information or notification was shared with Pakistan with regard to this project. And sharing of this is mandated by the Indus Water Treaty of 1960. So such acts of commission and omission yet again exemplify a complete disregard of international law and of bilateral treaties. The Pakistani Commissioner for Indus Water has sought clarification from his counterpart in India regarding the nature, scope and technical details of the reported projects. And he also wishes to ascertain whether it constitutes a new run-of-the-river project, an alteration or an additional work on an existing plant that may result in a material change or involve any form of storage work that would affect downstream water flows. As you know, under the Indus Water Treaty, India cannot misuse its restricted allowance for unilaterally building any hydroelectric projects on the Western rivers. And any such project on the Western River is subject to strict design and operational controls, as well as information sharing requirements. So in the absence of formal communication from the Indian side, Pakistan is obviously unable to assess the project's conformity with the treaty provisions, and we therefore call upon India to urgently return to treaty compliance and respond to the queries raised by our Indus Water Commissioner in his latest as well as in his earlier communications about the project that you referred to and certain other projects. So Pakistan reiterates that Indus Water Treaty remains a binding international agreement. The decision by the Court of Arbitration in June and August 2025 have unequivocally endorsed the IWT's validity, and no unilateral decision or defiance can alter this reality. I'll also reaffirm that Pakistan remains committed to peaceful resolution of disputes and issues with India, but we will never compromise on our existential water rights, of our people. Thank you. Foreign Office today, and I understand